All right, One Pride Nation. I wanted to take some time today to talk about the salary cap. We're talking about free agents, who should stay, who should go, who's too expensive, who isn't. But I wanted to kind of establish a baseline on what we're using to look at that. This season, the Lions came in at almost 20 million under the salary cap after all was said and done. This money gets to roll over into next year. But with contracts hitting next season, that leaves the Lions still with about negative 7 million in change in cap space. So they're over the cap. Additionally, they've got about 4 million in dead cap. So they're between 11 and 12 million over. So what can they do? Well, the big thing that everyone's been talking about is the restructure of Goff, and that is key. So much is tied up in his salary. Next season, I think his base salary is 55 million. So a restructure of that and turning it into a signing bonus, which can be prorated over the remaining 3 years of his contract, and then they probably add a void year to the end to make it 4 years, would free up about $40 million in cap space. The same thing can be done with Amon Ra, and that would free up about $21 million in cap space. And then after that, the numbers drop significantly. DJ Reed, I believe you can easily free up about 10 million in cap space. Taylor Decker, if he retires, that frees up a little over 18 million in cap space. Graham Glasgow, same thing. He would be about 7 million in cap space if they do a post June 1st designation. And then probably Brock Wright, I believe he's a easy cut to free up a little bit over 4 million. So just with those 6 moves or so, the Lions can go from about negative 12 million in effective cap space to around 84 million in cap space. Now, in the grand scheme of things, that's still not a massive amount, but it is enough to both sign some draft picks and make some necessary moves in free agency. But we do know that they've also got a few guys that are due extensions. So they'll have to play within the confines of this to decide how much they can do next year and how much they can move forward. The danger, of course, being you don't want to end up like the Saints, for example, who I believe have about 65 million in dead money next year, which means they have to free up that and then some just to even start playing with the cap. So tell me, Lions fans, how much faith do you have in Brad and Dan to make the moves that they need to make so that we can free up the money to go ahead and add to this offensive line, linebacking core, defensive line, maybe even something in the secondary? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.